Donde sea que vayas, ganas puntos como un pro con la nueva tarjeta American Express de My Lowe's Pro Rewards. En compras elegibles gana 3 puntos por cada $1 en Lowe's durante los primeros 6 meses después de abrir una cuenta. Además, gana puntos donde acepten la tarjeta American Express. Aprovecha hoy. Sujeto a aprobación de crédito. Aplican exclusiones y restricciones. Puntos sujetos a términos del programa de lealtad en Lowe's.com/terms y términos de recompensas de crédito en Synchrony.com/MLBRA-terms. Detalles en Lowe's.com/business credit.
Welcome to Conversations with Craig, presented by Matinee Heroes.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Conversations with Craig. This is the podcast where we dive into entertainment, pop culture, and the incredible people behind the stories we love. I'm your host, Craig Price, and I'm glad you're here. Today, we're going back to FanX Salt Lake in 2024 for an animation voice actor panel featuring some truly incredible talent. But before we get started, just a quick shout out to Matinee Heroes, the podcast that celebrates heroic cinema, classic films, and the impact they have on us. If you love movies and great conversations, check out Matinee Heroes wherever you get your podcasts. Joining me on this very big panel was Phil LaMarr, the voice of Samurai Jack and Hermes Conrad from Futurama, Spencer Grammer, the voice of Summer Smith from Rick and Morty, Fred Tatasciore, the voice of the Hulk across multiple Marvel projects, and Soldier 76 from Overwatch, Chiplock, the voice of Revali from The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wind, and Diluc from Genshin Impact. Khary Payton, the voice of Cyborg from Teen Titans, and of course, he was fantastic as King Ezekiel from The Walking Dead. And finally, Jess Harnell, who's basically the de facto mayor of FanX. He's there every year. He has a wild following in Utah, and one of the wildest guys you'll ever meet. He is the voice of characters like Wacko Warner from Animaniacs and Crash Bandicoot. So this panel is high energy, hilarious, and completely driven by the fans because I didn't really even have a microphone for most of this, and it was off the charts how much they talk to each other, how much they love the fans. This panel is full of iconic voices, career stories, questions, and even some surprisingly heartfelt moments about creativity, resilience, and the changing world of voice acting. So get ready for some legendary voices, a Shakespearean Pac-Man, and the final answer to Is Water Wet? On this wild Conversation with Craig. I feel like I'm sitting next to the sun.
No, you're sitting next to a guy in a Guns N' Roses tribute band, but that's beside the point. I got to tell you, it is so awesome to be back at FanX. This is the greatest party in the world. Thanks for having us.
I have trouble spelling my name sometimes, though. Okay.
Real quick, I'm going to introduce everybody.
It's all right. I'll be you today. Just give me your name.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Fred Tatasciore.
So this one's off. I'll just yell real loud.
You can use mine, dude.
Oh, thank you very much. Look at that. Caring is sharing. All right. So at the very end, obviously you know him as Green Lantern or Hermes from Futurama, but I will always know him from the mind-blowing role of Marvin in Pulp Fiction. It is the great Phil LaMarr.
Why didn't you mention those characters in alphabetical order?
I don't do the, I just kind of slap them together. And then I got to make sure I can't see down there.
Grammer.
Well, I can't see who's there because I've got a lot of heads.
I'm right here.
There
This
you
is my
go.
name.
So we have the very lovely Spencer Grammer, known as Summer from Rick and Morty.
Thank you.
Now, Fred, I've been practicing this name for a week.
It's really hard. I don't know how to say it.
It's Fred Tatasciore.
Fred Tatasciore.
Fred Tatasciore. If there's a deep growl being done in animation, it is done by Fred. But right now, I'm really enjoying your most recent and most eloquent role as Hitmonkey.
Oh! That means thank you so much. It's an honor to be here.
I thought you were... Look, I thought you were going to say Hitler, and I'm like, that's controversial.
Hey, what he does
And a heartwarming Hitler.
What he does on his free time is not up to me. Then we have Revali from The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Sean Chiplock.
I feel very out of my element right now. I'm just going to be here to raise everyone else up. Hello!
Of course, he is Cyborg, but also, to me, he'll always be the King Ezekiel.
Yes.
Khary Payton. And finally, and I'll give him his microphone back, the mayor of FanX, Jess Harnell.
Listen, man, I've said it before. I said it again. I don't say this everywhere. You can put it on YouTube. I don't give a damn. There is no other con in the world better than this con. That's the
So, I want to remind everybody.
Amen to that.
Again, my microphone's not working. I want to remind everybody, and I'll just yell. I don't have to worry about blowing out my voice. This is not the moneymaker.
By the end of this weekend, the only voice we can all do is this one.
Oh my God, my voice is so true, man.
Truly.
Now I'll sing my song. I just need a little Jess on my face.
Yeah, do it, dude. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He says that all the time.
There you go. Absolutely. Oh my God, I feel so good about
All I
my.
have to do is pull the string, and I'm not here for anything. I feel like a Make-A-Wish kid. Like, what would you like to do? I'd like to meet some voice actors.
Well, look at
Well,
this.
shut up and sit down, and here you go.
Boy, are you in the right place.
But I'm not the only one here to ask questions. How many people here have questions? Yeah. So, here's the microphone.
I have a lot of
I want
questions.
you to line up. And
Hit on that
The
mic.
side of the room is just like, we've got it figured out.
Yeah.
And like,
I love your enthusiasm. I gotta
unless
go
it's
back to
geometry, keep the algebra to a minimum, please.
You're very athletic for a nerd.
Trust me, I've been working on it for the past 20-something years, but I got to go back to work after this. So here at the con, thank you all for being here.
Thank you.
one question.
Thank you all for being here.
Oh, yeah.
And then go right to the back of the line if you want a secondary question. I'm going to ask one question because it is my Make-A-Wish, and so I want to make sure
You're going to go to the back of the line afterwards, right?
Yeah, I will. No, I'm going to move. It's my one.
He's taking cuts.
Yeah.
Let's hope we can.
Voice acting has changed so much since maybe even slightly before you guys started, where only Mel Blanc was the only known face. And there were still dozens and dozens and dozens of actors, but there was only Mel Blanc. That was the only one. But now, every single one of you could be easily spotted at the airport, and someone is going to know who you are, what you do, and what your voices are. How has that changed your perspective?
Well, we actually figured out how to clone Mel Blanc, so we're bringing him back. It's our days are numbered at this
His
point.
brain's in a laboratory somewhere.
Well, for my generation,
Eric Bauza.
yeah, for my generation, or at least it was like Phil LaMarr. He was like Mel Black. It was like the only. I was just, if I could just get in there a little bit, I just wanted a little piece of the pie. It's still kind of wild to me that I get to sit up here and it's like Big Brother is over there, who kind of is the one that we were all wanting to be like. So it's pretty awesome.
That is very cool. Yeah. No, it's just nice, man. There's a lot worse things in the world than having people walk up to you anywhere and tell you that you've made them happy. So it's a real blessing, and that's why things like this are so great, because we actually get to connect with you guys and get to know you a little bit, and it's a joy. Because usually when people see me in the airport, they just think I'm in Whitesnake. So this is much better.
Well, if the internet had existed when Mel Blanc was, first doing Bugs Bunny, then Mel Blanc would have been bigger than John Wayne.
Yeah,
It's true. It's true. Yeah.
But it wasn't until the internet that anybody, because kids watching cartoons don't watch the credits.
Yeah.
You didn't. I mean, have you watched animated cartoon credits? Those things go by so fast. I have to take like a chill pill afterwards. I'm like, I feel like I drank a Red Bull. Just.
You get into a seizure almost.
And also, after cable started in the 90s, and there was 24 hours of cartoons on Nickelodeon, then more than 6 guys and 1 woman could make a living being voice actors.
Well, you jumped up.
All right, Olympic hurdler, you got the first question.
All right, it's great to see you all, and thank you for being here. Jess, I've met you before. I was wearing a matching dress with you and your wife this weekend. You look fabulous.
Fantastic.
Black and sparkly as always.
I don't want to see that video.
Yeah, me too.
But my question is there a song or a musical lyric that you guys would listen to while voice acting or just in your day-to-day life that really stood out to you or influenced you either in your acting career or in your personal life that still comes to mind and like really rings?
Wow. Oh, man. God.
Yeah, it was, I got in my car to drive from Dallas, Texas, where I went to college, to Los Angeles. And everybody was telling there was a strike going on, because there seems like there's always a strike going on, and they were telling me that it was a horrible time to go to Los Angeles. That that for 99% of the people it's not going to work out. And what all of those people didn't understand is that you always have to think that you're the one. That if everybody's telling you that you're crazy, that you're the one. And the first song that I put in to my stereo when I was riding out was John Lennon, "Wheels Go Round and Round." And the first line is, "People think I'm crazy doing what I'm doing." You know, they give me all kinds of advice, trying to enlighten me. And I played that song over and over and over again because I'm just sitting here watching the wheels go round and round. Yeah. I really love to watch them roll.
Yeah, man. You know what's so cool is that any kind of art that can get an emotional response out of you is such a groovy thing. And music, I'm a sucker. I mean, I cry at TV commercials. I don't know about you guys, but I'm very easily moved.
Because he looks and goes, "I auditioned for that."
Yeah, that's right, man. And they hired Khary Payton, damn it. But the point is, no, it's great to be moved by things. And sometimes, music is such a big part of my life and always has been that just yesterday I heard a song I'd never heard before, and there was a line in the song that said, "When God made you, he must have been thinking of me." And it just started it just made me cry because it's like, so everything. And of course, if you're having a bad day, you can't beat, "Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry," right? So it's like, there's messages everywhere. It's just kind of important to try to reach.
Margaritaville.
Yeah, don't that one. You just get loaded in a bar someplace. But you look out for those positive messages because they're there and you can find them, right?
Yeah.
So if we're talking songs and lyrics, here's where I show that I'm the youngest person in the room by like 20 years at least.
Here comes the Swedish death metal.
Here's my nerd cred. So there's an ending to Bleach. Do we have any Bleach fans here?
Sure. Okay.
Of course. So there's an ending to Bleach by Homemade Kazuku called "Thank You," and I actually had to pick a song in my language arts class in high school that I felt represented me. I could read all the lyrics to this song, but I'm going to just read this section. This is what it says when it translates into English. "Nobody can go on living just on their own. We each take care of one another and talk it over when we misunderstand each other. Far away, no matter how far you are. Within the time that flows by, the memories of times we spent together will never disappear. To my friends, my family, and girlfriend or boyfriend, I don't judge. And all the people I've come to know, thank you. Because of you, I can step out with confidence from tomorrow on." And I feel like in an age where we are increasingly separated by distance, and internet is often one of the only ways. Because I got to tell you, in this industry, we do not see each other nearly as often as you think we do.
Now, we see each other at these things.
Right.
Yeah.
We see our Discord avatars more than anything else. So a song like that means a lot to me because it's a reminder that, we may be fighting our own battles, but we're all like trying to make a great thing together. We're all collaborating together. And if we really, truly need each other, all we have to do is reach out our hand and someone will be there to grab it. And I think that's beautiful.
I do too. I think I'm going to piggyback on that and just I'm a big U2 fan, and there is no them, only us. Yeah. I always love that.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I started acting when I was really young, and it was when Dido's album came out, and there's like that song "Thank You," and I used to get really I was really suspicious about things, or I would worry that if I did something out of context of what I needed to do, that therefore I wouldn't end up getting the job. So I used to listen to that song before every audition for like a year, and because I kept booking jobs, so it was like, so that was kind of that's the first thing that I.
So
thought
real quick, what was that artist and what was that song?
No, I think it's just music can put you in a meditative headspace, and it allows you to kind of like unlock a creative channel, and you're always looking for that. I think in our daily lives to find ways to access our creative flow. So,
and for those of you who want to get into VO, that's one of the tricks that I learned is if you are someone who enjoys music, you're allowed to play music in your cans when you're recording your audio. Like, don't let it get into the file. But if music helps set the tone for you, there are no rules when it comes to auditioning besides how you're supposed to label it. Cheat however you need to get yourself in the right headspace to give the delivery that your heart is feeling.
Maybe that's what I'm missing for those other VO auditions. I'm just kidding.
Yes, well,
Thank you very much.
I could never, in high school, I could never do musicals. And in fact, the only song that comes to me these days is when I'm here at a con, I think of the lyrics from the Hermes Futurama song. We treat people like swine and make them stand in line, even if nobody paid us.
I love it. Thank you. I'm going to head back to work. If you want to see the dress, I can show you the dress.
Amazing.
Well, thank you. So what we're going to try to do is, because I'm looking at the line and I want to make sure we get everybody.
Yes.
If you have a specific question for a specific person, go for it. Just direct it right to them. And that way we can get to as many questions as possible. But that was a very good start, so I do appreciate it.
Yeah. Hi. Just first of all, thank you all so much for coming here. Of course, it's such a joy. And And I thank you, of course, so much for your wonderful performances, all of you. So many like iconic characters. You just have done such a great job. And
Thanks,
I gotta say, like in regards to like probably who would you say was probably like one of the funnest like lines you ever got to say as like one of the characters you got to play as? Like what was the line that you just enjoyed saying?
Well, being that I have a potty emergency right now, I'm going to relate to that one, I think.
But Dad, when you lick me there, it makes me feel funny.
Right,
that's one.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, one of the things I used to overdub a lot of kung fu movies and some of the greatest translations, but one of the most badass lines ever was, "I'm damn displeased to be killed in this fashion." I just thought that was such a great line.
If that's the way I go out, I've lived a good life.
That's a hard, man.
I like
I mean,
that.
there are other lines, but that one just came to my mind for some reason. It's so funny.
Well, as an old DC comic nerd, being able to finally get to do the Green Lantern Oath.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Well, because I had asked them, guys, how come Jon Stewart never has to charge his ring? It's like, no, Phil. I mean, that's easy to do in a comic book. You just have one little panel and you just,
Yeah.
But in an actual cartoon, that would be like the kids watching somebody charge their phone for 2 minutes straight.
Yeah, I love anytime Hulk got to be scientific. Just anytime he was like, "Yeah, I know it's nuclear fusion." What? I always like when Banner comes through.
Right.
Let's lick tits.
So that's why this is a PG-13
Yes.
panel.
They didn't warn us.
You mean your dad licking you wasn't PG-13, man?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I feel like when you did that, I was like, I can literally say anything.
Any more, and we have to add 2 more X's to the FanX. Yes, they clapped. Let's go.
Open the gate. Yes.
All right, thank you.
Anything Rafiki said, when anytime I get to do Rafiki, it doesn't matter what he says. I'm just excited to say it,
Thank you, man.
Well, thank you again. Thank you so much.
God bless, man. Thank you.
Bless you.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, that was my question, so I got to come up with a new one. I'm going to go with Phil LaMarr because you're the reason I'm here today. Loved you since Pulp Fiction, Mad TV. I'm glad you're still working.
Ooh.
I love it. I love it.
We're dating ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, whatever. But, man, what is a Hermeism that you've had to say that I was going to go with your favorite, but I figured you hear that all the time, and we just heard it. But what's a Hermeism that you found the most convoluted to say or didn't like saying or was trouble or hard for you to get through?
Yeah, let's do that now.
Let's do a rough one. Yeah,
Make him do it now.
Give it.
Oh, well, there wasn't anything rough. Although sometimes in the beginning I would do the accent so much, the producer would go, let's try it again clearer, so we don't lose the joke.
I love you.
Oh, right. Well, in 1,000 years, this accent will be easier to hear.
Thank you. Love you. Thank you all. Thank you.
I'll make this brief, Phil, but the very first VO job I ever did was for a student's senior thesis project in college. They were making basically their own Crash Bandicoot type game, and I needed to voice the Tiki Mask. And I tried to do my best ever Hermes impression. So now that I finally have the opportunity, I want to say I am so sorry. I probably would owe you money if I had to have you listen to it. But thank you for giving me the inspiration to try, emphasis on try, to do that.
Listen, man, Phil gives a lot of people inspiration to suck. Don't feel bad about it.
But that experience, that makeshift booth, I walked out of there sweating because it was horrible air conditioning, and I walked out of that booth after 4 hours going, there's nothing else in this world I want to do. Yeah. So your Hermes is the reason why I'm doing this today.
Nice.
4-hour workday.
No, I'm not paying you residuals.
Hi. Oh, sorry. Hi. This question is for Mr. Tatasciore. So Mass Effect was my kind of first major gaming love, where I just completely fell in love with gaming in general, and then especially the Mass Effect universe, especially your portrayal of Saren.
I appreciate that, Taryn. Thank you.
I just wanted to know how you develop the voices for your roles, and specifically Saren. How do you get them to sound so scary?
No, absolutely. For that particular character, first of all, I had no idea. I worked on this game so long ago, and this was early on in video gaming. I didn't realize how complex these operas could be. Like I grew up with Pac-Man. So to me, that's like, Pac-Man, come hither! You must eat the eyeballs before the fruit go to the center of the labyrinth. No, it would never be that dramatic. But so for me, talk about dating yourself. The eyeballs.
I want that Pac-Man game.
Right,
That sounds
with
amazing.
Pac-Man, the ghost.
Just wait till Disney does the live-action remake.
Here we are. Ian McKellen as the Pac-Man. For that particular character, I saw him as a protagonist, as you do. You never play a villain usually. And so I thought this is a highly intelligent, highly capable person who should have been a good guy. To me, he really does think he's doing the right thing. And what I loved about him, and I don't want to do spoilers, but when he realizes it's too late, like he's just been overtaken. And I found that there's a humanity to that in a strange way that I loved. And but I was shocked. I had never played that. So I thought think of a good Hannibal Lecter, or not voice, but just the character himself could have been a good guy. Yeah. And so then finding the voice, of course, you're working with these great writers and this great director, and for all of us too, that will guide your voice. So you come in with an idea, and then they'll shape it. We go higher, lower. What sort of intelligence does he have? How does he speak? How does his mouth move differently than a human? And so those were things that I had to incorporate. I think we have to do for all characters in some ways, And so for me, it was just like, I fell in love with it, but I had no idea how complicated and how big this game would be. I was so honored to do it, but it was like, wow. So yeah, that was a big deal. So that was, when I did it, I had no idea that it would last this long. I'm so honored, It was really, it's quite humbling. But yes, that character was a lot of fun to get behind. And I love that you have choices, too, in the game. We have different endings. It's kind of fun, Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you.
I love your shirt, by the way. It's very colorful.
That's an awesome shirt. Yeah.
I have a question specifically for you again, Fred.
Sure.
As someone since 2009, my favorite video game series of all time is Call of Duty Zombies.
Oh, yes, my friend. Good to see you. No, it's good. There is severe lack of vodka here tonight, but it's okay.
I have a metal band project named 935 after COD Zombies. Like, you inspired me to get into. Initially, I wanted to do voiceover work, and then that led into starting to do metal vocals.
Great.
I'm still not great at it, but it has been a lot of your work that inspired me to get started on that path.
Oh, I'm honored. That's so great.
And I wanted to ask about the somewhat controversial Call of Duty Zombies Christmas album that you did.
Yes. Spreading the holiday cheer for everyone. Yes. Killing hell pigs. Yes. But it's okay. They're already dead, It's not like, okay, go on. Sorry.
What?
I know what I'm playing this Christmas. I had no idea.
Merry Christmas.
I love Rick
Bob King Cole Zombies. It's all good.
He sings like an angel. Yes.
Who of the four classic crew members, whose idea was it to even start that album?
Boy, that's a good question. I think Nolan and Steve may have had the impetus to. I don't really know who started. It sort of kind of was like a collective. It started as a joke, right? Mm-hmm. And then we got serious and started writing songs. And so I kind of feel like that they kind of were the ones who invited me on and said, "Hey, we're doing this thing." And it sounded like it was just such a great idea. We thought that they would love it. We thought, oh gosh, this is helping the franchise, because it wasn't like we were taking away from it. We weren't trying to capitalize on it, and in any really way. It was really for the fans. But sometimes when you do that and you go outside the boundaries, they get a little antsy.
I can tell you why. It's because you said it was a Christmas album, and then they got a phone call from Mariah Carey, and it was all over.
That was it, right?
Oh, Mariah,
they were like, if you take this #1 spot away from me, I swear to God.
I am not, right? Oh, I tell you, it's too hard.
But yes, so it was, and we had so much fun doing it, and we really thought they would go for it, But Can you find it around? Is it around?
I know that there are re-uploads of it on Spotify as
Okay.
well as YouTube.
Okay.
So you can find it for free.
We find it for free. At least we won't get sued.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the key. So yeah, I'm so glad. And are you playing out now? Are you doing a lot of metal? Are you your band?
So this is a very, very new project.
Uh-huh.
We don't even have a full fleet of members yet. It's really just me and my friend who plays the guitar for now.
Great.
But you have the pants.
You got the pants.
Yep,
That's
I
a
got
good
the
start,
pants.
man.
You got the merchandise first. I like how you think.
No, that's usually it. All starts with the pants.
Where are you sourcing the zombies from? Are they organic?
I'm not
They
sure.
are fair trade zombies.
Okay.
They're all cage free. I know that.
Cage free.
I think this is the one time you don't want that to be the case.
The cage free zombie.
Nothing like free range of
There
those
is an
zombies.
entire series of games about why we should not be doing this.
That's right. But good on your voice, man. That's great. Good,
Thank
congratulations.
you very much.
Thanks,
Yeah.
We want to make sure we get through to everybody, so we got a good long line. There's a Pikachu in the back or a Sonic who's just going to go crazy if they don't get to the front.
Oh no, and if we'll get
What you got, Red?
All right, what question do you have for Fred Tatasciore?
32. No.
Unfortunately, someone already asked my question, so I'm just going to get a bit of a silly question. Is water wet?
No, what water touches
It's a
is
myth.
wet.
Ooh.
He already knew that right
Got
off.
deep.
Jump in a pool. You'll find out for
no.
yourself,
Yeah, there
man.
you
It'll
go.
be easy.
What's your question?
I think that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Was water wet?
Yeah, I mean, someone else asked mine, so.
I'm glad you waited in line all that time for that question.
Well, I still got my other question answered.
Next.
Can you speak under the water?
What do you think your industry is going to look like in 10, 15 years due to the emergence of AI?
Empty.
I am my own AI right now. I like standing in large bodies of water, and I like animals. No. What do you think,
I'm
guys?
practicing my TikTok voice. All my auditions are going to be, wow, do not kill him. I would be so sad.
All of your cartoons will be like your traffic with self-driving cars.
As someone who is very much, aware of the impact that's had on the industry, I don't want to speak for everyone, but I think what's important for all of us to remember is humans are always going to look for more efficient ways to do things. And there's going to be tech pioneers, there's going to be people who jump on the first technological thing that they see because they don't want to be behind the curve, if it happens to be what takes off. You're going to have people who are afraid of technology. I have aunts and uncles who still have flip phones because they're afraid of anything that beeps more than twice, What's important to remember is there is always going to be human spirit. There's always going to be a drive for human creativity. And despite the fear that people want to have about, oh my God, AI is taking over voiceover jobs, the fact is there has never been more opportunity than ever before when it comes to this craft. Between online workshops and the ability to work from home and the expanse of commercials, of promo, the fact that foreign media is being accepted more and more often. Foreign film dubs used to be something you'd find in a discount bin at a Walmart. And now you have Netflix airing like 20 of them a month because it's a big market now. So I think as long as people remember that there is always going to be opportunity for human ingenuity to be at the forefront of technology, to just look for those opportunities, it's boundless. You just have to keep your eyes open for it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Good answer. I want to check this box.
Hi there.
Yeah.
This is for Sean Chiplock.
Oh, thank God.
I know. Just wondering, you were talking about Bleach and some of your previous inspirations,
Yes.
including Phil LaMarr and Mel Blanc. What are some anime and other voice actor idols that you've looked up to that have helped you essentially, get
So
into the
my
position you're at right now?
holy trifecta when I first started in the career is I said if I could have the range of Khary Payton, the intensity of Liam O'Brien, and the humility of Steve Bloom, that there would not be a single week that I didn't have work. Because to me that was it. Khary was able to play older women and young girls. Liam O'Brien, whenever he would play I think it was Vice, the Necronomicon or whatever it was, or when he voiced Dist the Rose in Tales of the Abyss. That's right. I'm nerdcore over here. And then Steve Bloom just being so humble with his fans and making time for as many people as possible. But nowadays, as they said, good actors beg, borrow, steal. We look for inspiration from everybody. Yeah. For people within my own age range, Austin Lee Matthews is incredible at playing down-to-earth characters. I remember there was a game called Chocobo Mystery Dungeon Everybody where I voice Mayor Gale, and I was this very bombastic individual, and I heard 2 minutes of Austin performing as the main character and went, I have some learning to do when it comes to playing more grounded characters. Kellen Goff, what a beast.
Yeah. He's great.
Literally,
He's
the
awesome.
things that Kellen Goff does with his throat, I should have thought about that before I said that. The things that Kellen Goff can use his vocal cords for is absolutely crazy.
He's great.
There are so many undiscovered, incredibly talented people for whom location or even just finances are a barrier to truly being discovered.
Right.
So honestly, my answer to you is don't just look at the greats. Don't look at the people who are already established. Look at everyone. Because it could be a voice that someone does that you find adorable. My partner is not established in the voiceover world at all. But when she does her aggressive boy voice, I fall in love with it every single time. Because as soon as I had a director listen to it, he goes, that's hireable. I can cast that.
Wow.
And the only reason she isn't hired yet is because people don't know she exists.
Right.
So part of being a great actor is being a living human being. Look at the world around you, experience others, remember voices that are interesting to you, remember scenarios, because the more you have lived, the more authentic your acting will be.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My question is for Fred. When you come across a role opportunity that's beloved by many and is a large group kind of thing, do you have any reservations about going forward with that? Specifically, my question is, did you have any reservations about playing Megatron?
No, it was an honor. You can for Megatron I grew up with and was a very big deal to me. The thing that was I got to tell this story though because it's I'm friends with and I love and we all love Frank Welker so much and he is Megatron to me. Anything from Curious George to Megatron and forward and he's better now than ever. I mean, he's just incredible. He's one of those guys that just will, he's set the bar for us all. And here's the story. So they asked me, would you try this for this out? They wanted to try kind of a different take on him, a little different theatricality to him, whatever. And I said to my agent, which was his agent, I said, by the way, Frank Welker's, Megatron, he still works, he's out there. And she said, he told me you would say that. And he gives you his blessing. And I'm like,
As soon as you did that
That's
Megatron
so cool.
voice, I imagine him go, Pac-Man, you must eat the eyeball
Pac-Man.
to destroy the Autobot.
Do it for Cybertron.
Pac-Man's like, waka waka.
Waka waka nothing. No. Starscream, destroy this Pac-Man.
Sorry, but yes, thank you.
That's awesome. All right, so we are down to our last 10 minutes. So what I want to do is, I see people giving me dirty looks back there. Settle down. We're going to try to do a lightning round. So try to get right to the question. You'll get right to the answer, and we'll try to get through everybody here.
Cool, like that.
This is for the king. If you could pick any character you wanted to voice act, anything, what would you personally want to be?
Pac-Man. No.
Yeah. I don't. I've been so lucky. I'm not gonna limit it to my own imagination. I never. Every time I just ask for an opportunity and wait for it to come. I would have if you would have asked me, never in 1,000 years would I've been like, what I would really love to play for like 8 years is Aqualad. It was like the dude with the tiny little booty shorts running around after Aquaman. No, I would never. And literally, it's like one of the truly like beautiful creations of my life because they gave me the picture of this badass dude, and I was like, this is Aqualad. And then they gave me this paragraph to read, and I started speaking the way I've never spoken before. It was like these three ingredients came together and we mixed it into a bowl, and he was this strong person who was strong enough that he didn't have to be as loud as I normally was in all of the characters that I played. He was someone that you had to lean in to listen to because everything that he said was important, and he never used a contraction. Because his nots were not don'ts and wasn'ts; they were was nots and won't and do not. And it became this beautiful, thoughtful dude that I got to play over the course of I don't know 8 years. So I won't. I'm playing Black Panther's grandfather now. Actually,
I'm his grandma.
Yeah, well, I'm playing Black Panther, but the Black Panther that everyone else knows. But I never thought that I'd get to play Black Panther in this way, and so I'm just not going to limit it. I'm just going to keep letting the universe give me good stuff.
There it is, man. There you go.
I would have just said evil Rafiki.
Evil for Rafiki, I like it.
I like that too. This one's for Jess. So I'm getting into the radio business. How do I get past that performance anxiety to where I'm not like going too fast in my speech?
Oh man, that's a good question. Well, a quick anecdote. I did a concert once, and it was in England, and it was like 20,000 people in the audience. It was a big deal, and I was back there, and I was like running in place before I went on stage. And this is just good. It's a good life note, anyhow. And they go, some British guy walked up to me with a microphone and a film crew, and he goes, "Jess," he goes, "there's like 20,000 people out there, man. Are you nervous?" And it was live going on live TV, and I never really thought of it because I don't really get nervous. So I went, "No, man, I'm excited." And what I found was that by changing that word, it was the same experience, but I experienced it differently. Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like when you do that, first of all, the fact that you're aware that you might be doing that is a great thing, bro, because all it means is you just got to slow it down a little bit. And, listen back to it before you send it. Listen to it. If it sounds too fast, you got the chops. You can just do it again. Okay. But there's never any reason to be nervous. Just go in there and know that you're going to do the very best that you can. And if that best isn't what they're looking for, the next one might be.
Yeah.
That's it.
Thank you.
There
you go.
Hey, look at that.
Tilt down.
Okay, so I got a question for all of you. So, I would just like to know, were there any, parts of, a script that you had that were like, oh, wow, that is, So you improvised it?
So when you say that, it's like, you mean that we didn't like?
Yeah. So
Dude.
you just improvised?
Well, yeah, we improvise all the time. I would probably speak for everybody. It's like we generally read it once just like it's written, and then if we do it again, we make stuff up. And but you're 17. It's okay. The point is that we'll make stuff up, and sometimes they want to hear those improvisations, and other times they might not want to hear them. I thought what you were going to say is did you ever have to say stuff that you thought, oh my God, I can't believe I'm saying this. I was on a Comedy Central show called Drawn Together, and dude, every single week I went to the table read, and I thought half of that's not going to happen on the show. Every single bit of it got in, so you never know. What about you guys? Did you ever have lines that you thought sucked, so you changed them?
I think the biggest challenge of my life was when I was given a script where one page was about 30 lines long, and every single one of those lines was just 3 dots. It was an ellipsis. And every ellipsis was a different emotion. There was pensive ellipsis. There was angry ellipsis. There was, scared ellipsis. And I had to come up with 30 different ways to pronounce ... So that when you're playing the game and the line of dialogue is like, I can't believe that they would do this. How are we going to save them? The world is going to end 5 minutes from now. And what the character actually does is...
Yeah.
So...
That was a very good question. Thank you for that, man. That was awesome.
So,
okay.
We are running out of time.
We're going to go fast.
Lightning round.
We got to go really quick.
Yeah, real quick. Go, dude.
Okay.
No problem.
Don't...
You
got
happy
it.
thoughts.
You got this.
You got this,
You got
buddy.
this.
All right, thank you for your time. Next person.
Okay, so I've been doing a lot of hobbyist video making, and I just do regular narration. Could any advice from voice acting to narration, whether it's the kind of unique voices you do or just regular voice, could that cross over with voice acting?
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely it could. Absolutely it
All
could.
the time.
Because if you're good, man, you can apply it to any arena you put it in, right?
It's storytelling.
Yeah, it's all storytelling, like he said. All right, next.
Yeah, go.
Next, we're going to get you guys.
What up, you guys?
Dude, you're too short. You got to...
I was saying it like this, okay?
Just say it.
All right, so... My question is there any scripts that took multiple takes to actually get done? Like it was so hard for you guys to say the lines, or words were so long you couldn't
Who do you want to ask, bro? Pick somebody because we want to.
Well, you know what? I just tell you, we did Teen Titans Go to the Movies, and we wrote that movie 3 separate times, recorded it, and because we were doing 7-minute versions of our episodes, of 7 minutes long, and it took us writing 3 entirely different movies. Wow. Before we figured out how to make an 1.5 hour long movie, and it was just it was a testament to the writers and the artists that we would just tear it all down and do it again, tear it all down and do it again. And I think it's one of the funniest movies you ever want to see.
Badass.
Nice. So I'm going to be the bad guy, and I said I want to make sure that we got the person in yellow and blue.
Yeah.
Who you supposed to be?
I'm going to be the good guy. We're going to do 3 more questions. Let's go.
Well,
Go.
Okay.
Right now.
People
Jess.
We can talk louder than you. Go.
What you got?
Jess, we love you for your words of wisdom, and I want to know what your words of wisdom are for
dealing with trauma, especially when you've been out in the workforce?
Well, you know what? Everybody goes through bad stuff in life, and there's a saying that I like a lot, which is that God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. So when bad stuff happens to you, just remember that it happens to everybody, and the trick is to keep going because you have no idea of the great stuff that's ahead of you. You just got to stick around to find it. Next.
All right, go.
You got
All right, so real quick, I just want to point out I only came here because Jess said to. No, just kidding. Jess, you give wonderful advice, man. And I was wondering if you'd share with this room. Do you remember that quote you told me about the road of life?
Oh, yeah, man. The road of life, basically, it's like when you're driving. The road of life is you're in a car and you're going someplace, and when you're traveling anywhere, you know you're going to have potholes. You know you're going to have red lights. You know you're going to have a breakdown. Sometimes you're going to have to buy a whole new car. The point is keep driving because at the end of it is the place you were meant to get. You can't give up. That's it.
All right. And I want to say thank you to you, Wacko, Cyborg, Hulk, and Samurai Jack, man.
Thank you, bro. We love you, dude. All right. Joe, you're the last one. Last one.
So, real quick, Sean, I really like Rivali and D-Luke. I was wondering, what were your thoughts when you voice acted for them?
Go, Sean, quick.
So Rivali is a jerk, and I hate him. But I'm also super grateful for him because he's the one who taught me to get out of my own head. Because Rivali was not the first character I was cast as. He came in production, but we were struggling to figure out what kind of performance to give him, and I was so scared he was going to be recast again that I cried on the phone to my mentor because I loved this character so much. But that was where I learned to, if I wasn't sure what I was doing, that I could hand the reins to the director and let him guide me to where I needed to be. Sure. And then once I felt ready to take it back, then I could get it from him. D-Luke was great because he's introverted. I just had to remember how much I hate humanity, and then I was good to go.
There you go. Hey, you guys, are we going to see you at Twisted Tunes tomorrow? You're going to go Saturday. Huh? Ladies and gentlemen, please go down to Phil LaMarr, Spencer Grammer, Tatasciore, Sean Chiplock, Khary Payton, and the mayor of FanX, Jess Harnell. Please go to their booth. They're here all weekend.
Come to my table. Smell my partner's fragrances. Just not my partner.
Thanks for listening to Conversations with Craig. If you had a great time, be sure to subscribe and leave a review. It really helps the show grow. Share this episode with friends you'd think would love it too. For updates, behind-the-scenes fun, and more, follow Matinee Heroes on social media. Take care, and I'll see you next time.